Tonight on Connecticut's news station, the police officer's point of view of a pursuit that ended in shots fired. Until today, all we knew is a man was killed. Tonight, what police saw and did, now under investigation.
After months of criticism and complaints by her staff, a decision comes down from the commission over the state's chief public defender.
A man accused of shooting a teenage girl appears in court, and for the first time since his arrest, we are learning more from police about what happened, why they believe it was a drug deal gone bad.
Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And we begin tonight on the forecast. Expect some record-challenging warmth as we begin the weekend. Thanks for joining us here on the news at 10. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Parts of the state are expected to see temperatures into the 50s, maybe even the 60s.
Wow.
Certainly not typical for a New England February, but hey, we'll take it.
We'll take it. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank joining us now with more on what to expect. Rach, how much longer will we be seeing this early spring-like weather?
We've got temperatures above average into Monday of next week, but I think tomorrow is going to take the cake as the warmest of this stretch. Right now it's 41 degrees in Hartford. So even at 10 o'clock at night, we are above the average high temperature for this time of year. Overnight lows will fall into the mid to upper 30s, low 30s for some of our cooler spots, but I don't think anybody drops below freezing. So it's already a warm jumping off point as we head towards daybreak tomorrow. If you're up early, there could be some patchy morning fog. Otherwise, we're looking at a lot of clouds, some sunny breaks, but overall, I think the clouds dominate for most of the day. Temperatures at noon are already in the low 50s, and we'll see high temperatures between 55 to right around 60 degrees as we head through the afternoon. Wow. And despite the fact that we have a lot of clouds. Heading into tomorrow evening, there is a chance for a passing shower or two. We don't think it's a huge deal, but it's associated with a cold front that will drop the temperatures as we head into the second half of the weekend from the 50s down into the 40s. By the way, here's a look at those records, 62 in the Hartford area and for Bridgeport. I don't think we get close to that Bridgeport record, but we'll get within a few degrees of that record in the Hartford area, which speaks volumes as to just how warm it is. We'll talk about the temperature change, and a storm that we're watching for Monday night into Tuesday could bring snow. Full forecast coming up.
All right, Rachel, thank you. New body camera recordings and dash cam video are providing a new perspective of a deadly shooting by police.
The Office of the Inspector General released this video along with its preliminary report. The incident involved 2 Bridgeport police officers and a sergeant. All
3 fired their weapons on Sunday, killing a man outside a home on Division Street in Ansonia. That followed a high-speed chase that started in Bridgeport.
Fox 61's Matt Karen has more.
Well, good evening from Bridgeport Police Headquarters. As you mentioned, this incident involved 2 officers and 1 sergeant, all 3 of them firing their weapons. They remain on desk duty.
He's on Division Street northbound, making his way to the intersection of Division and Wakely.
Newly released dash and body camera video from 4 perspectives shows the tense moments before and after officers shot a suspect.
Shot fired! Shot fired!
Sunday evening in the Park City, Bridgeport Police Tactical Narcotics Unit gets a tip about a man driving around with guns and drugs. That man later identified as 41-year-old Jonathan Mark Lewis Bell.
Watch his hands! Watch his hands! Watch his hands!
Bridgeport police saw Bell driving a Mercedes SUV with a female passenger on Oak Street. When they tried to pull him over, he took off, leading police on a chase down Route 8 into Ansonia, where he crashed.
Shut it off!
Into this home on Division Street.
Hands up now! Hands up! Hands up!
The woman was pulled out of the car as officers Matt Hoffman, Wilberto Rivera Colon, and Sergeant Chris Robinson converge. Sergeant Robinson saying the suspect had a weapon.
All right, he's got a gun.
They surrounded the vehicle and approached.
Hands up! Hands up! You want me to open it? Get out the car! Don't get out the ground! Show me the...
This is when a hail of gunfire erupts.
Shots fired! Shots fired, radio!
Shots that led to the death of Bell.
Get us medics over here.
It'll likely take several more months for the Division of Criminal Justice to determine if the officer's use of deadly force was justified. This is the first officer-involved shooting in Connecticut of the year 2024. Last year, there were 17. Reporting in Bridgeport, Matt Caron, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
We have new developments tonight in the controversy that's been swirling for months around the state's chief public defender. The Union for Connecticut Public Defenders confirms to Fox 61 tonight that Tashawn Bowden-Lewis has been suspended by the commission that controls that service. This comes after months of criticism and complaints by her staff, those complaints reportedly focusing on management failures and her alleged refusal to comply with directives. She's been placed on administrative leave with pay pending an investigation.
The man accused of shooting a 17-year-old girl last week appeared in court today, and we're learning more about his alleged actions from his recently unsealed arrest warrant. Police say 18-year-old Benjamin Homer of Berlin shot the girl after attempting to rob her. The arrest warrant spells out a drug sale gone bad, ending in Homer pointing a gun at the girl and then pulling the trigger. Homer is still in high school. His attorney pushed the judge to let him finish out the year.
He's a high school student. He has no prior arrest, not even a juvenile record at all, Your Honor. He's got a good, strong support system by his family.
The judge held Homer's bond at $750,000. The teenager he's accused of shooting is expected to be okay after undergoing a surgery at the hospital. Homer will next appear in court March 5th.
We're still working to learn more about a pedestrian crash that left a man dead this afternoon in Shelton. Take a look at video from the scene. It happened around 1 this afternoon near the intersection of School and Monroe Streets. Police tell Fox 61 the man was pronounced dead on the scene. He has not been publicly identified tonight. There's also no word on whether the driver stayed on scene after the crash. We'll bring you more information when we have it.
At least one person is dead in a home fire on Hayes Street this afternoon. It happened sometime this afternoon where crews arrived at the three-story home, ripping through the first floor in New Britain. Crews say they were able to quickly knock it down, but they do say a person was found dead. The fire marshal's office is investigating what started the fire. It's not clear how many people were displaced.
West Hartford Animal Control is calling on the public for help now. They are trying to find a woman who abandoned a car at the Pet Supplies Plus location off Albany Avenue on Tuesday. Animal Control officers say the woman left the female cat next to a cashier in a cat carrier before driving off. They have released this surveillance photo showing the woman's car, a black SUV. Anyone with information is asked to give West Hartford Animal Control a call.
Now to a heartwarming event in Branford, organized to make people with special needs feel like stars. Vox Church hosted the Night to Shine prom event, which is an experience made possible by the Tim Tebow Foundation. Tonight featured a red carpet for attendees, along with a whole host of activities like karaoke and, of course, dancing. We caught up with one of the organizers for more on what this event means to them.
We know here in Connecticut that the special needs community, their families, are some of the most underserved people. And so as a church, it's our joy to open our doors, to celebrate people, invite them in, and have a fun time. We love opening our doors to our community. We love being right up close to people that maybe are unfamiliar with church or have been de-churched or have confusion about what church is all about. We want to spread the love of Christ, especially within this community, with family members, with parents, caregivers, and obviously all of our honored guests here tonight.
This was all completely free. 100% of the catering and transportation was provided by local companies and members of the community. Night to Shine events are not just specific to Connecticut, though. Any church in the U.S. can apply to host one through the Tim Tebow Foundation.